Day 22 of turning my life into a video game. My first task is work 6 a.m. to 2. I forgot my AirPods this morning, but that's all right. All that means is instead of consuming content, which would be podcasts or audiobooks, I will just be sorting through thoughts that I already have in my mind, organizing them and structuring them for the task moving ahead. On my break, I'm gonna edit clips for today, and I'm probably gonna go on my lunch to grab my AirPods so I can learn for the rest of my shift. I'm on lunch now, and I believe that the most valuable thought that I've had so far is pay the price now so you don't have to later, because the price is going to be a lot more expensive later. Let me explain. Whatever you do right now, hopefully you have something that you're pursuing, you're creating something, whether you're an artist of some sort, that could be like painting, drawing, or music, or you create like me, I create videos. So I'll use myself as an example. If I pay the price now and start creating content, and stay dedicated and disciplined in fulfilling my potential in content creation, it will be so much better than if I start a year from now, or 5 years from now, or 10 years from now, because my likeliness of becoming a successful YouTuber are drastically higher by me starting now rather than later. And pretty much everything you want to accomplish, you'll have an advantage if you start now, because now is the soonest you can start, and anything you wait on is just gonna delay that success even more and drastically increase the odds of you actually achieving it. So pay the price now so you don't have to later. I'm home now. I'm gonna eat this Greek yogurt bowl, take my pre-workout, and then get a sick arm pump. Real quick, let me be extremely real. It is 4:10 p.m. and I got off work at 2 p.m. and usually whenever I get off work at 2, I go straight to the gym, and I usually get home around 4 p.m. which is around this time. I usually would be done with my lift, but I haven't even started yet. And the reason is because every single action has a reaction, and today's actions were different than my normal actions, and it has led me to here. So let's analyze this so we don't make the same mistake again. So first off, the first thing that was different is I had to get some groceries, and some of them were cold, so I couldn't go straight to the gym. I had to go home so I could put them away. And then after I got home, I decided to eat, as you saw. But the reason I ate is because I didn't pack a lunch last night. I stayed up until I got my video done, video edited, and then I uploaded it, and I honestly should have went straight to sleep, but I didn't. I actually stayed up like an extra hour, so that's another con, something that I need to get better at. But the thing is I didn't pack my lunch, and because of that, I just grabbed some stuff in the morning, some fruit and some pistachios. So I was hungry when I got off work, and then I was like, okay, I'm hungry, I'm not gonna be able to work out hungry, so I need to eat. So then I ate, but then when I was eating, I was watching a YouTube video because I want to entertain myself while I eat, and that just led to a trap of lethargy. I wanted to stay watching YouTube video, consuming content, and then after I finished my Greek yogurt bowl, it was really good, and I could have stopped there, but I didn't. I had some more. So I had more of a Greek yogurt bowl, and it was a while before I finished that. Who knows how much time that ate up. And then I took my pre-workout, and even after I took my pre-workout, it wasn't kicking in right away. So I still wasted some time scrolling, and then I got to the gym here at my apartment gym, and I lost my momentum completely. Like I said, I'm going to go get a pump, and I'm still going to, but before I do, I just wanted to get this video to showcase how actions lead to how actions lead to reactions. So we have to be conscious of the actions we're making, and I could have made some better actions. I just played chess for like probably 30 minutes. I love chess. I like to play it in my free time, but right now it's not free time. I have stuff to do, and it's because I have extra time. Like, I'm training a client at 6, so I have 2 hours, and because I have that time, I just allow myself to expand the gap between that time and do stuff that I shouldn't be doing. I should be grinding. I should be going to the gym and getting home right now so I can shower, take my dog out, and complete the rest of my routine. And tonight, I guarantee I'm going to be behind on schedule. And it's all just because I allowed myself to break my momentum. So momentum is extremely key. It's extremely important. And you have to be aware of your actions, because all actions lead to a reaction. So I wanted to at least make value out of this moment. Now let's go get a pump. On the street, it's a house of bitches. I'll be honest, that was the most mid lift I've had in a long time. It's not the worst lift I've had, but it was a pretty mid lift, and it's because I lost my consistency, or not my consistency. I kept my consistency, but I lost my momentum, and now I can learn from that lesson and not let it happen again. But I did keep the consistency, and that is what is ultimately the most important, that I don't break the consistency, because then the tower will really crumble. Like today, it was hard, but I showed up, and I will make tomorrow easier. Even though tomorrow is jiu-jitsu open mat, but the next time I train, I will not have broken the streak. So it shall be easier. I shall persist until I succeed. Not every single session is gonna be perfect, and that's okay. It just has to be done, and as long as that happens, then eventually there will be a perfect session. All right, let's update the board. So I've worked, I edited clips and posted them, I trained, and I just took a shower. And I have a projector, and I spent a while looking for the charger. I couldn't find it, so that's unfortunate, wasted some time, but I have about 10 minutes until my client meets me at the gym, and we're gonna train my apartment gym, so I don't have to travel very far. So in the meantime, I think the task that will benefit me the most is meditation, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. With that meditation came some clarity, and I figured out how I could improve the board, so I made a couple changes. First off, as you can see, there are stars now, and those stars mean on days that I use a token, I have to do them. So a token equals a day off, excluding the stars. So I still have to do these. And whenever I took those token days, I made myself do a lot of things. Like, obviously, if I have work, I'm still gonna go to work. I probably will edit clips. I will probably train my clients if I have to train them that day, but I wanted to simplify it. So to make it simple, I just made 5 non-negotiables, and I have to do at least those, and then I should have the rest of the day to work on my side tasks. It's not like an actual day off, it's just a day where I don't have to do everything, so I can focus on my other tasks. And that's another piece of paper that I just wrote, is all my side tasks, and there is a bit, and I don't want to get behind in that either. So that is the main change. I hope it makes sense. I'm gonna go train my client now. I'll be back when I'm done. I trained my client, great session. It is late, as you can tell, it's 8:30, and I need to go to sleep at 9:30 for 8 hours of sleep, which I'm still yet to get before a work day, but that's okay because I get off an hour early tomorrow, and then I have the day off, so it will be all right. I will grind today and complete the routine. I'm just taking out my dog real quick. And I forgot to mention, the other change that I did to the board is I changed my shower/hygiene routine task into a chest win. And the reason is because my shower and hygiene routine is just something I do. It's not really a task. Same reason why I took off eat and pray. It's just something that I do automatically, so it's not really a task. So I changed it to a chest win, because as long as I get at least 1 chest win every single day, then I should be growing and becoming better at chess, which I have got. And I have meditated. Now let's go ahead and tackle the rest of the routine. Something I learned from my journal entry is that a big factor in how I feel is how I'm doing with time management. So if I'm ahead of time or doing good on time, I feel amazing about myself, but if I'm behind, it is the opposite. So that is a good lesson that you could apply to yourself, and just try to improve your time management, and that should improve your overall state. I want to share a super cool fact from Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's an amazing book, and the fact is bamboo can barely be seen for the first 5 years as it builds extensive root systems underground before exploding 90 feet into the air within 6 weeks. Think about that for a second. 5 years, you don't see any progress. It's underground. You don't see any growth. But after 5 years, just in 6 weeks, it grows 90 feet. And that is called breaking the plateau of latent potential. So whenever it gets to ground level, that is the plateau of latent potential. And whenever it sprouts past it, that is the breakthrough. And this happens with our habits. So I'll use myself for an example. If I'm making a video every single day and I don't see a lot of growth, it's easy to be discouraged. But I gotta keep on persisting, because not all of these past videos are for nothing if they're not getting a lot of views. Because whenever I do get a video that gets a lot of views, it is because of all of the past videos that have been investing and compounding into my future videos. So you have to stay focused on the end goal, and don't let the value of disappointment, that time when the bamboo is underground and you don't see any progress, you can't let that get to you. Another example is 2 tectonic plates can grind against one another for millions of years, the tension slowly building all the while. Then one day they rub each other once again in the same fashion they have for ages, but this time the tension is too great. An earthquake erupts. Change can take years before it happens all at once. Another example is from a quote where it says, "When nothing seems to help, I go and look at a stonecutter hammering away at his rock, perhaps 100 times without as much as a crack showing in it. Yet at that 101st blow it will split in 2, and I know it was not that last blow that did it, but all that had gone before. Take a look at your usual day, see all of the habits that you are doing, and look at what they look like compounded. Bad habits don't do too much damage in a single day, but on a long enough time period, they will. But the same is true for good habits, so try to get rid of your bad habits and try to implement good habits. Alright, it is 10:15 and I'm going to try to get done editing by midnight. Now, for the past couple days, I've been editing on my phone because my laptop has been having problems, but I'm gonna risk it. I just tried to make it run faster by trying some things. I asked AI how to make it run faster, and I also am gonna put in headphones because my speakers, only one of them works. Like the other one, if I wanna get it to work, I have to like hold the cord in at a certain angle, and it's super frustrating. I need to get new speakers, but that's only if it's not the audio jack, so I guess I'll find out whenever I put in the headphones, and hopefully that fixes the audio delay as well. And hopefully there is no delay in general, and that has been the main problem, so wish me luck. I will be back when I'm done, hopefully before midnight. As you can see, I'm exporting my video because I'm finally finished. It is 12:21, so a little later than I would have liked, but I'm not gonna lie, I could have ended it earlier. I just wanted to add to it because I actually enjoyed editing today. Sometimes it sucks, especially when the laptop is being difficult, but it actually was pretty good. Towards the end, the audio was lagging, but the headphones really helped. I really liked having the headphones on. I feel locked in, and I only found them because I was looking for the projector charger that I was talking about earlier. So wherever there is a bad situation, there's good in it. I'm not gonna get much sleep before tomorrow, but nothing's new. I do have jujitsu, so I get off an hour early, and then I have family dinner, so I'm super excited for that. Just gotta have enough energy to complete the routine on top of all of that. But I believe in myself. I've done it so far for like 3 weeks straight, so I believe I can do it again. All right, let's update this. Also, I wanted to add, because I edited on my laptop, the quality is better. Just adding little things like transitions and sound effects really improved the video. So I'm super excited when I have a better laptop and I can go way harder in on the editing, but I think just those little tweaks do make a difference. Boppity bippity boop. Level 22, and we are up 2 subscribers, so shout out to you too. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for watching to the end. I really appreciate it. To prove you watched to the end, comment "I will persist until I succeed." I will see you tomorrow, and as always, stay sedulous.